I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist forever.
Look at me over here, sitting innocently, doing what I'm supposed to do.
Hold on. I said 5, 4, 3, 2, and I didn't say the one specifically. And this guy's sorry.
I'm sorry. It has taken me 201 episodes. Oh my God. 201. Yes. The 201st episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, the man who, the myth, the legend.
What up?
Hello. And we are here. This is a new day, a new dawn and age of the Mad Scientist. We had a very, very successful 200th episode. Thank you for everybody that came over, participated. Thank you for all the birthday love. We had an excellent time last week, and we are ready to kick it off for another 100, and here we go.
What do you stop for?
I just realized that, man, 100 is a lot. Like
Yeah,
we're
2 years worth.
Yeah, it's 2 years worth. So when you guys are around for our 300th episode, when we're multimillionaires doing cocaine off of hookers' asses, you can tell us that you started with us in my basement. That's what you can say. Exactly. But anyway, folks, welcome. It's good to have everybody here. And yeah, so Jared, I know when you got to the house today, I said, hey, I got some stuff for you. And something that has become overly randomly popular throughout the last week are these memes of Kevin James.
Oh, I'll pull it up. It's stupid.
It is the most, and I don't really care for him either, because one, I don't know where it came from.
Nobody does.
It is the most random meme ever. I don't know where it came from. It has nothing to do with current events, because a lot of meme-worthy things are from current events, especially in this day and age of the internet. And we all know this by now. And I'm just scrolling one day, and I just see a photo of Kevin James with his hands in his pocket, just like with his plaid shirt on, just kind of leaning with a smirk. And it's got a little caption over it. And I was like, that's kind of random. And then I saw another one. And then throughout the course of the week, I've probably seen about 25 of them to some degree. And I want to say, as a fan of memes and the internet in general, well, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of the internet. It's just the internet is part of us now. This is odd. And I think it is the most random meme ever. I truly believe this. Where did this come from? Why is it a thing?
I don't know where it came from. You're asking the wrong person.
I
Personally, I think it's a stupid meme, but that's just me.
Oh, I see he's got some Photoshop boobs on that one right there.
Oh, this shit's acting up on me.
Oh, okay. So while Jared's doing that, but folks, seriously, like I know a lot of us, memes are like a way of communication now, a way of entertainment and laughter and joking and all that stuff. And these memes are just so random to me. They came out of nowhere. What do you guys think? Let us know what you think in the comments, whatever the case may be. Are you a Kevin James meme fan? Because if you aren't, it's okay, because I don't know if I am either. I think I saw one that I thought was kind of funny.
I don't think any of them are funny. They don't make sense.
It's what is the purpose of the meme? Is it like, hey, I told you so kind of thing? Because he's got his hands in his pocket and he's like, yeah, that's me. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing, Londa, that I came across that I was watching somebody from the UK on Twitch this week, and they didn't get it. Like, and all the people that was in chat didn't get it, because they were all from the UK, and they were like, "Is this an NA meme?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker, even in NA, we don't get this shit."
Yeah, it is so. I'm not like bothered by it, but it is the most random meme I think that has been produced by the internet in recent memory.
I mean,
Seriously.
I think what happens, it was somebody who, I'm trying to pull it up. I don't know why the fucking internet thing is not working. Oh, I know why. That has to get turned off too, because that's annoying. I think it came from, there we go.
You're in the Matrix.
I think it came from. Whoa! I didn't see the one with the big boobs on.
Yeah, did you see that? The giant like photoshopped fucking pumpkins. We're gonna call them pumpkins since it's like.
So I don't know. I guess it's just supposed to be the smirk with his hands in his pockets, and I don't fucking know. It doesn't make sense. It's dumb.
It's.
I think somebody
silly.
was trying to make a funny meme, and then it just kind of took off because like some people may not know who the fuck Kevin James is, which I got a lot of that where no one knew who he was, especially like Londa said he didn't know who it was. But yeah, I just think it came from that. I don't think it's
no, and that's not a bad assessment at all. And for those of you who don't know, and I guess he's most notably known on his role in King of Queens, the sitcom show that I think it was on CBS.
I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Obviously, a popular basic cable station.
Was
but
it was TBS.
It could have been TBS.
I don't
yeah,
know. It doesn't matter. It wasn't that great anyway.
No, but that was going to lead to my next point. Like, so we got these memes. They're kind of spreading like wildfire. And does anybody like Kevin James? I don't have a problem with him.
No, I like him. I mean, he's into MMA. He's him and Joe Rogan are friends because of mixed martial arts. He's a stand-up comedian. That's why he had a show on TV. He's had several sitcoms that he's been on. That he's done.
Yeah, I know he's been in a couple shows, but obviously King of Queens is the one.
And a bunch of movies.
No, I know he's been in movies too, but
Paul Blart, Mall Cop or whatever.
Yes, that is. Well, I would say before King of Queens, maybe that's his most notable role. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say that Paul Blart before King of Queens.
Okay, yeah,
like worldwide, I'd say.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And again, I like that movie. It's silly. It's goofy.
And he
entertainment.
also did what's the MMA movie where he had to learn how to be an MMA fighter. I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's is it the one is Will Ferrell in it, or am I thinking of Jonah Hill?
No, it was it was funny, but it was more serious movie.
Yeah, here, pull that up because I thought I knew what I was thinking about.
Oh yeah, Here Comes the Boom. See, look, you do know who it is.
Okay,
Londa's the one who said it.
Okay, all right. Here Comes the Boom.
Oh, saw that one on Netflix. There you go. That's Kevin James for you.
All right, folks. So well, we've got the internet's newest meme sensation and Kevin James.
Okay, we're not going that far.
I'm just
he made fun of it on. I saw it on Facebook. He put a picture of it, and I forgot exactly what the caption was, but he made it seem like this is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
Dude,
why are y'all doing this?
Now, and again, I think what most people are accustomed to, especially with memes nowadays, is a lot of the very viral ones obviously come off of very recent current events. And that spectrum is abroad, by the way, from the submarine memes to, whatever else in the last 9 months or so.
I feel what you're saying, and I understand a lot of people like memes. I used to love memes. Now, after we've been through it so much now, I'm at the point where I think memes are kind of lowbrow humor.
Yeah.
There's very few that make me crack up anymore.
And I think that's fair because the market is oversaturated with them and their own variations of them.
Yeah, it's like once I don't know, man. It's just usually the first one is usually the funniest. Then everybody else tries to tack on to it and kind of play. And I've done it before just for like marketing purposes.
Yeah,
like the it's gonna come up again. I've already seen one with the one where you have the picture of the Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And then you put some kind of weird shit next to it.
Yeah,
like the title and shit. I've done that. I did that last year. I was like a costume of it was a blank slate, no costume, and it was all the people who actually say they're gonna come to open mics but don't.
I got you.
So it was just a marketing thing.
I saw. Oh man! Again,
did I say what up, Ghost Chips? I don't know.
Oh well. If you didn't, what up, Ghost Chips? Welcome to the show. Welcome back, man.
Always good to have you. Don't got to do all
that. No, but man, I'm trying to think. You know what I was really a big fan of when memes first became a thing, and this is obviously going to be silly, But I was a huge fan of the little stick figure memes. The guy that's sitting at his desk, the white and black ones, and then his head gets real big and it like gets blacked out.
Yeah, even those have gotten old.
Well, yeah. Well, at this point, yes. But when
I used to like the little videos where it would be like the two stick figures fighting each other. Yeah, exactly. 2011 era memes.
Yeah.
It used to be the stick figure fighting each other
Yeah.
on videos. Like, those were cool, but, like, once you've seen the first one, you've seen them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless you have a really, really good caption for one. I think Jarrett's right, folks. And, he's right 98% of the time. Oh, did I say that live on air?
Well, I mean, that's not the first time you said it.
Well, it won't be the last. And you know this.
Better
and we
not
all know this.
Better
Just
not
saying.
be.
I don't know. But that is the weekly meme talk. If you guys want to chime in, you're always welcome to. Let us know in the comments below. But let's keep the ball rolling. Last week.
Keep going. Keep going.
Were you mad at my little...
Yeah, like, what the fuck was that?
Do you like it? You like my...
No, you're weird. Keep going.
I'm not weird. I'm actually very socially awkward. This is why I know 5,000 people, unfortunately. It's so weird how that works out. What I was going to say is last week, I celebrated my birthday. Hooray, a year older, another rotation around the sun. Your knees are going bad. You need fiber in your diet, whatever. Those kinds of things as you become an aging adult like myself. But
Speak for yourself.
the one thing that I did talk about that I was excited about and that I accomplished it this week, is I put that carpet cleaner together that I got, that one that I was so passionate about.
And didn't do shit with it.
Dude, I cleaned the fucking shit out of my carpets upstairs. Yeah,
You didn't do down here?
Well, no, I wouldn't. I can do down here, but I would like to do it with moving everything out of the way.
Oh, no, that's not happening, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
All you got to do is get, like, where we sit mostly.
Yeah,
that's where all the shit. Ain't shit down there.
Yeah, well, I would like to do the vacuum beforehand to get up all the crumbs and whatever debris and then run it. And let me tell you something, Jared. This is my first time owning a product like this, and I'm not even trying to go on some tangent and say, hey, go buy this thing. I bought...
because they're not paying us, so...
Yeah, I know. I understand that. No, but I bought this $120 carpet cleaner, and so got it in the mail, put it together, and then earlier today... Or I should say, well, earlier today and then last Sunday after my birthday, I started doing small portions of the house, like at least the upstairs portion. And let me tell you, I did my room today, okay? And, man, I'm actually very impressed with the way it came out. I was thinking, I was kind of nervous. I wasn't sweating or anything like that. But
Well, you finally got all the jizz that you left on the floor.
yeah, exactly, dude. And my mom was like, what's that coming up? And I was like, dirt, that kind of thing. But
It's my spat.
So it came in. Obviously, it came in a box. I don't know why I'm saying that. It came in a couple different pieces. It wasn't hard to put together. Insert handle and fill container with water. Came with its, one little bottle of solution. And then it came with a little coupon to buy more solution, obviously, which I probably will be doing. And I took it upstairs and I vacuumed up a little bit. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, I'm ready to do this. Like, this is something I've been looking forward to for a couple of weeks, as crazy as that sounds. And so I did my room, and you pull the trigger, it dispenses the soap or the detergent as you push it forward, and you release it. As you pull back, it sucks it up and, cleans the carpet.
That's usually how it works when you're pumping your pud.
Yeah, it does. It does. And
you move it forward, and then you pull it back, and you release it.
Modern problems require modern solutions, folks. And so... I've got this. I had this one spot on my rug, all right, and it wasn't terrible. It was like maybe it was like as round as the little sombrero right here. It was like a couple. Sorry, folks, I'm a little messy. For my bong, like from ashes, kind of flying out and kind of embedding itself into my rug. Okay, it sounds worse than or it's not as bad as I'm making it sound. But it looks like I got a little patch in my carpet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like patchy carpet. I don't know anybody that does. If you people like patchy carpet, and when I mean you people, I mean everybody.
I'm offended.
Well,
Keep going.
I liked your carpet.
Keep going.
Anyway, so this was like the first spot that I attacked. Okay, I plugged it in. I got the, it's kind of loud too. Pull that sumbitch back. Start kind of going over it back and forth, methodically, like an artist. It was like the vacuum was my brush and my carpet was the canvas. It was magical. All right. I'm serious. This is really what happened.
Okay,
And-
I'm sure it was.
And so I got that spot up. I did the rest of my room. It looks fucking fabulous. So I did the hallway today. I did my room. And then you know what the big thing is
Wait, so the floor is still wet?
the carpet, yes. The
Okay.
carpet, it's slightly damp. It's gotten a lot better.
It's gonna take a while.
I know. Don't worry. I've kind of been not in my room after the fact that I've cleaned it. Maybe stepped in there to obviously grab some clothes to do the podcast, whatever. But it looks really good, and I'm actually really impressed.
Open a window and air that bad boy out.
I
too.
do. My window is open. Yeah. Oh, and especially on a nice day like today, a nice fall, little bit of a breeze coming in.
Don't say that. Don't say that word.
The
'Cause
month
it's
of
not-
October.
It's not yet. It's not.
Tomorrow.
But it's not now.
It's still fall.
It's not fall until.
The first day of fall is my birthday.
No, it's not, bro.
It is the first official day of fall.
No bullshit.
No, I'm serious. It's either September 21st or the 23rd. It's one of those two, like the official calendar day of fall. I wouldn't, trust me, I have no reason to say that if I didn't. And there it is, fall equinox.
We're not putting that up.
I, for once, folks,
Still
am correct.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Still gross.
Yeah, it's
The
okay.
worst time of the year.
I wish I could get you into it. I know I never will, but it's okay. It's all right. I still love you. And we will be friends till the end of time. Is that fair?
No, we did not hear about that, Londa.
What's going on?
I don't know if I want to get into this. Have we had a chance to see what happened in the Netherlands? There was a shooting at a university / hospital. Not a lot of people died. Some crazy guy shot a teacher, and before that killed a woman and her daughter. This barely happens here. Well, I was gonna say, that's unfortunate.
Very, very much so.
However, I don't want to say however. I didn't. That's not the word I was looking for. Unfortunately, it happens here quite a bit. I think it happens way less than other parts of the world claim it to happen. Because every time I hear somebody from the UK talking online, it's like, all you guys has guns. Everything's about guns. It's like, but you come here and you don't see a whole bunch of guns. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking out of your ass for. It's like British people. They say they don't have bad teeth or bad food, but their fucking food sucks. Have you had toast with beans on it? That shit is garbage, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, first of all, you can't take two things that you like, and we like toast, and I'm sure as shit we like beans. We're bean people here. And certain things you just can't mix together. Like, you can't. I would never eat toast with beans, ever, in any capacity. Like, ew. Is that a thing, really?
No, that's like one of their breakfast staples. And
like, we're talking about baked beans? Like,
yeah.
Like pork and beans.
I don't know if it's pork and beans, but yeah, similar.
Sounds kind of good right now.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But that's like a staple for their breakfast and shit. And they fucking swear by, have you never had beans on toast? No, motherfucker.
I feel like it would just taste like a dry ass bean. Ew, no, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Not. If you like boiled things, go to England.
Yeah. Yeah, we fry shit around here in America.
Well, that's why
Stir
we're fat.
fry, deep fry,
That's why
chicken fry, all of it.
That's why we're fat.
It is. And, man, that is so correct. So is it?
There's nothing wrong with stir fry, by the way.
No, there's not. I love it. I actually think it's one of the best.
That's basically just fried, not even fried. It's just cooked in a little bit of fat vegetables. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, some stir fry. That actually sounds kind of good right now.
Well, you're just hungry. Shut up.
I am slightly, to a degree, possibly. Yes. But so they have toast and beans in the UK. All right. Is there, Londa, is there like a particular popular breakfast food in the Netherlands or anything else that might just seem odd to us over here on the other side of the pond?
Boy, I've read somewhere recently that the way that we have our breakfast set up was a marketing thing. Just to set, everything here is like the Got Milk campaign and all that. That like nobody fucking needs to be drinking that much fucking milk.
No, dude, and
but
not at all.
The breakfast thing was where you should have eggs, bacon, and something else. I think it had something to do with cattle or like pig farmers, or I can look it up. I don't remember the exact thing, but we're not supposed to be eating that much for fucking breakfast.
It's, you know what's funny? Okay, I'm literally about to blow, I wouldn't say blow your mind, but so Sunday is here in the States is considered a day of rest, and I'm sure it is around the world too. I don't know why.
That's a religion thing.
Yeah. Well, or just it's your lazy day, I would say.
No, that's a religion thing. That's something that, again, somebody told you that you're supposed to do because it was written in a book somewhere.
Well, I'm 35 years in. I don't think I can stop now.
Or
and
you can. You just got to stop believing in everything that you have been read to or taught. Because
anyway,
not everything is always the right thing.
No, and I
just
agree
because
with
it's been here. And we talked about this before. Just because it's been here for a long time doesn't mean that it should stay that way. Actually, I saw another interesting fact today. If you do the math, all the people in the United States government right now, a large majority, probably roughly 30 to 40% of them were taught by someone that was born in the 1800s.
that blows my fucking mind.
It's fucking wild, bro.
That is.
So these are the people who are running our fucking country. They are fucking taught by motherfuckers who have not learned shit since fucking
10 shillings in a bag of wheat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Fucking that should be the name of the podcast, by the way. 10 shillings in a bag of wheat.
Write it down and you remember it.
Yeah, I will. When I have a moment, I'll reach over my phone and shoot it to you. But god damn, damn the 18. But you're right. A lot of people, the current head of office in his 80s. Holy shit. That is pretty wild.
Yep.
I can't believe I haven't even thought of it in that degree.
Well, I hadn't either until there was this guy. It was on TikTok. He actually did the math, and it's all theoretical math, but still, like, it's plausible.
It's very plausible. And if you saw the state of affairs today, you'd probably be like, hey, that guy's not too far from truth. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't
still,
know what the fuck you just said. No, neither did no one else.
That's all right. That is what makes this show great. It's what makes it amazing. I am truly in the heaviest belief of that. I really, really am. But Lon, to back to your original point, unfortunately, things like that
I need you to pull your
do.
phone up. I can't be reading these paragraphs all the time.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were getting paragraphs here. Let me help out Jared, folks. That's what I'm here to do.
He was talking about the breakfast stuff. Hold on, I can't see it very well right now.
There we go. I got that bad boy up. That way I can participate.
Volume down.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. It's always down anyway.
Bread and butter and chocolate sprinkles. I mean, that sounds kind of like cinnamon toast, but with chocolate. Bread with meat topping, or that's not really strange.
No, wait. So the bread with meat and peanut butter?
I mean, you have it right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want to be doing this either.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
do it.
Let's see.
This fucking guy.
Bread with butter, chocolate sprinkles, or bread with meat toppings, or bread with peanut butter. Okay,
yeah,
so
it does sound like a donut.
Oh, damn, a donut. Yes.
No. I was reading the other comment that said it sounds like a donut. It kind of is, except donut is toasted and a donut is fried. And then all the shit is added to it afterwards.
I think statistically, donuts are one of the worst things you can eat, like just from like a nutritional standpoint, because of all the sugar in them. I swear, I think I heard that somewhere. Like, it's like one of the worst things you can eat.
Duh.
Yeah, well, I know, but like it's like literally like at like one of the like the top, like literally.
This is news to you?
No, it's not news. I was just putting it out there. That's all. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
I'm so confused right now because it's first of all it's a fried piece of bread, so your carbs are already in there, and you're getting the fucking fried shit from it. Then you're dipping it in sugar or laying sugar on top of it, depending on if it's just glazed or not.
All right.
And then whatever else you put on there, it's all sugar.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like when I think of things that are bad for you. Obviously, I think of sugar, but I think of like sweets, like candies, like Skittles, just like all that shit. And I know it falls in the same category too, but I just feel like stuff like that is, I don't know.
So you're saying when you think of sugar, you think of Skittles and like candy bars and shit like that?
Yeah. I think of sweets. I think of like, I have the very basic mindset. Like when someone says
what
sugar.
the fuck do you think cake is?
Well, I know cake falls in that category too.
Cake, donuts, shit, even bread. Bread, your body turns it into glucose.
Yeah.
That's sugar.
So, but again, just like from when someone says sugar, like my brain goes to like
Well,
the
you're
very
thinking wrong, bro.
typical.
Just because
like,
it's not a piece of candy doesn't mean it's not fucking horrifically bad for you.
Oh, I know that too, but like that's just where my mind goes.
Or a
immediately.
soda. Like this shit probably had, I think we looked it up before, 26 grams. Just one of those. And that's a half, that's not even a full can. That's not even a 12 ounce.
Dude, that's pretty wild, isn't it? Soda is something else, folks. I'm not a super big soda guy. Obviously, when me and Jared like to partake, and that's pretty much it. I would say maybe like a couple years ago, I was like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I was like kind of in like some sort of soda phase for a little while, just because it was like really cheap at the grocery store and this and that. And I'll tell you, man, shit is not good for you. It's just not.
Definitely not good for your brain.
And my brain doesn't work half the time anyway, so it's already,
we know.
like I'm fucked. I'm
you just gotta do things to mitigate it.
Well, I do, and I definitely try with those kinds of things.
He is nasty.
And let's see, no. Well, I will say in terms of nuts, okay. I recently just tried the salt and vinegar peanuts.
Motherfucker, what the fuck? What? Salt and vinegar peanuts is just basically a salt and vinegar chip, but a peanut.
I know, but they were. I liked, and I think they had like little pepper flakes on them. They were really good. I liked them a lot.
You weird.
I'm not weird. Never mind. I'm not even gonna do it.
You weird.
No, man. No, you gotta.
Yeah, he finally has to chat because I had to fucking tell him to pull his phone out. Then he was like, "Oh, I don't want to have my phone out."
Well, no, because if I look at my phone and then the camera's on me, like, why are you looking at your phone? I
Bro,
feel like counterproductive.
No, first of all, you're fucking putting words in my mouth, and
no, go ahead. I'm listening.
You're putting words in my mouth, and when I said I need you to be looking at the chat too, that's like the go ahead to fucking look at your fucking chat.
Well, this is true. So what
you don't even do that when you stream.
Because I'm a very intense person. Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm intense.
Intense at what?
Just life.
This motherfucker here.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, but I'm so intense all the time.
Okay.
Like I like when I zone in and focus on something, dude. I just become like a wizard. Okay.
Yep. Phobia said it very precisely.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I can multitask. Do you know why I don't multitask in my regular everyday life? Is because I do it at my jobs.
Let me tell you something. If you want to be, you said you wanted to talk about this. If you want to be a streamer, you got to be able to multitask because you got to read chat. You got to engage with chat. You got to fucking be able to play the game. Like, so that's why I say you got to sometimes maybe throw that little chat fucking GPT or not chat GPT. I don't know where that came from. You got to throw that, that, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I do. I swear.
Oh, the achievement hunting shit out the window. Because you're not going to be able to do both at the same time. You're not going to be able to do all three of those at the same time.
Well, I will say when it comes to achievement hunting, I did something recently.
Epic with the 10 gifted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I did something in I guess gaming terminology, or at least achievement hunting terminology, is called bean diving. Okay. So essentially, I have a very, very high completion ratio for my overall gamer tag because that's what I do. But so what bean diving, and I didn't coin the phrase, I don't know where it comes from, that's essentially what it's called, is when you just say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to just tear my ratio to shit, and I'm going to just start a bunch of games at one time. And that,
oh my God.
And that is exactly what I did this past week. No, you will not, sir. No, you will not. And
first of all, when I think of bean diving, I'm not thinking about.
I don't know where the phrase came from, but that's what it's called.
Dude, you know what they call beans also, right?
Yes, I'm very.
I've heard of muff diving, but I've never heard of bean diving.
So,
that's what we're trying to figure out, Lana. Let's see if RJ can explain this to all of us who doesn't know what bean diving is.
So bean diving, maybe that should be the name of the episode.
I don't know about that one. Until you explain it in a way that I can fucking understand.
So essentially for achievement hunters like myself, or trophy people who have PlayStation, bean diving is essentially when you have a very high completion ratio, or maybe not, but you just start a whole bunch of games at one time, you unlock one achievement in them, and then you just keep doing that process over and over. And so with my birthday last week, I realized that I'm, getting there to my twilight years, and I was like, you know what, I should have some fun in my life, hang out with Jared, do drugs.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
Before you change subjects, you just explain what bean diving is. Where did you get this term?
I got it off of True Achievements. It's just it's an achievement term that I've seen on the website and that I've heard fellow members use, I should say.
I Googled it. It does not come up.
Can you put, after, just in the search bar, can you just put achievements and just see if anything comes up at all? I didn't just make this up. Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't have the will. Well, I wouldn't say the willpower. I don't
One
have
of you achievement hunting losers fucking made that shit up.
Yeah, so essentially it's just starting a bunch of games. You unlock one achievement, and then you start another game, you unlock it, and you just keep doing it for 5, 6, and so forth. So I did it for a couple games this week, and now, just because we've had such an excellent year in video games.
Bro, this is a brand new term because there's one fucking thing that says what it is.
Okay, all right. So, wow, the goal of bean diving is to drop your completion percentage as much as possible by adding one and only one achievement. Oh, so I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, well, that's why I told you if you couldn't explain it, then we're not naming the episode that.
Well, no, and that's fine. So you're only supposed to unlock one achievement. I thought you were just supposed to start a bunch of games at the same time. So I am not bean diving. So this whole conversation is kind of pointless. Well, I wouldn't say pointless, but
now at least everybody knows what the fuck bean diving is.
So for everybody out there, if you're an achievement hunter, the term bean diving is to drop your completion percentage as much as possible by adding one and only one achievement per game.
What does that achieve?
I haven't. It just lowers your overall completion percentage, and it's for people who are OCD like myself.
Well, I was going to tell you right now, like, that's going to cause a lot of issues in some people because they're going to, if they're already addicted to achievements, that's going to be like, it's basically detoxing them from fucking.
I think that's what that's supposed to do.
Yeah,
it's like a therapy almost.
Yeah, because you motherfuckers have issues. Don't shake your head. No.
No. I don't have issues. So the way I view my passion, I won't even call it that. Just my fun time with my games or whatever it is. I just simply enjoy doing it. There's no other really deep-rooted reasoning.
There is. There's an addiction there. You already said it. It's OCD.
Well, that portion, yes. So, yes, I am addicted. However, I simply just like doing it as well. I don't have every game I have on my gamer tag completed. Some of them.
So let me ask you something.
All right.
You have this high completion rate. You attempt to do this. How do you feel about your completion rate going down?
Well, I thought, until we just read this definition, was to just kind of, I guess, quote unquote, overwhelm yourself until you were just like, fuck it,
That's
I can't.
Counterintuitive.
Well, I know, but that's kind of the way I was thinking of it. Like, well, how you said it was a detox, right? It's like,
no, that's not the way you're thinking of it is not a detox. The way you're thinking of it is you're adding to the problem. If you're piling more shit on, and just doing one thing, but you're still what's going to happen. Then you're going to switch that achievement to make sure you can get one achievement from every game possible.
Yeah. So I had the right mindset when I was doing it, or the thought process at least. But now that I know exactly what it obviously is not. It's counterintuitive, so to speak. And I apologize. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize. Just like
I was like, I did something special this weekend.
I would think you would have done your research before you started.
Well, and you are correct. However, I guess just the way I view it, and since I'm so like about those kinds of things, I didn't think twice of it. I was like, oh, this is what this is, and I didn't even remotely question it, just because it's what I already do to a degree. But yeah, so now we know. Now we know everybody is enlightened because of us, because of Jared, because of Google and the internet.
Alrighty then, everyone. That's just another lesson into and
the method to my madness,
and look into the brain of RJ.
So what I wanted to talk about, just briefly, since we're on the gaming subject, I downloaded a game last week, and I don't know if you've actually played in this series at all, because I think it's something that you would really like.
You say that every time.
I do, because I do think you would genuinely like this stuff. Have you ever played Payday?
Yes and no. I think I played it way back, but not a lot. I do know that 3 just came out. And I do want to get it. I want to play it, but that's one of those games you got to kind of have a crew to play.
Yes. So I will tell you this. So I, via Game Pass, which is really, really cool. Payday 3 came out last week on Xbox Game Pass, and my guy
came out everywhere.
Well, yeah, PC, all that stuff. And my my gaming buddies are like, "Hey, RJ, download it." Now, I played 2 very briefly. I would say maybe for a week, and that was it, like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, hey, you know what, man? There's a lot of great games coming out. I got a bunch of friends that want to play it. I can download it on Game Pass. No problem. So I download it, and I am having an absolute blast with this game.
I'm mad at you motherfuckers. You know what? Don't even fucking ask me to play a game.
Hold on.
Hold on. Because this is number 2 now.
But we haven't gotten to the first one yet.
What do you mean you haven't gotten to the first one?
Dude, I'm trying to finish my single-player stuff so we can do heists.
Okay, bro.
I have, and we can talk about this off camera because I'll be talking for 45 minutes, which I'm sure nobody wants to hear. No, but seriously, no, I'm still very early in the game. I'm still learning. I mean, I've played it for
I haven't played it either. I think the fun in it is learning it together, I guess.
Yeah, no, but I'm still learning is what I'm saying.
What do you mean? I haven't even played it.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up. I'm saying it's cross-platform. So you can play it on PC or
I just want everybody to know out there that I'm telling you, when it comes to gaming, fuck RJ, fuck Ali Ice. Because these motherfuckers always fucking play. They never invite me, but that's all right.
Anyway. So, the game is really good.
Anyway.
No. I like that. I'm glad we have that. And, no, but the game is really cool in terms of, so there's multiple ways you can tackle a heist, whether going in quiet.
I don't fucking care. I know what the game is.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I'm having fun with it. And
okay, have fun.
I will.
Have fun. You and Ali Ice, have fun.
Dude, I'm playing with other people, too.
All y'all have fun.
But that's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
So we can play it.
Okay.
There's 7 heists currently.
All right.
Check it out, folks. Payday 3, if you're into that kind of thing. Guns and bang, bang, bang and hostages and money. Lots of money. Okay.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
What if I was?
Well,
your presumption is correct, nigga.
I like how that smooth together like that. I really did. Just saying.
I'm genuinely upset. If anybody wants to know, I'm genuinely upset.
Why are you genuinely upset?
Because,
I have played a total of 4 missions in this whole game. I've barely scratched the surface of it.
But you've played with other people, right?
Yeah, a mission.
I have
or two.
not. But I have not played it at all, and I've been fucking waiting for somebody to play with. And I didn't think you were gonna play it because you were playing all the other shit, And I was like, oh, well, maybe he's waiting on some other shit. But that's cool, bro.
I had no anticipation of downloading this until I got on home one night and they were like, "Hey,
That's crazy.
download this."
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or you could just be like, "Hey, RJ, download this and we can play." And I'll be like, "All right, it's payday."
That's crazy.
It is cross-platform, so check it out, folks.
I know what the fuck it is. I told you, I know the game. On the bright side, no one is talking about W. Well, yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to talk about wrestling? Like
nobody.
Well, I know, and for once, I'm okay with not talking about it. It's fine. I understand. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
I do want to talk about man. Okay, so I fucking saw something last night. I was on Twitch as usual, and one championship was on last night. It was on Prime Video, and there were certain streamers who were playing it, and like I'm watching some of these guys, and I'm like, they don't know shit about MMA, and they're basically sponsored to play this shit for their viewers and shit, and like some cool shit happened. Well, some cool shit happened. Fairtex Stamp, she became a 3-sport champion last night, and Angela Lee, she retired. Angela Lee's pretty famous MMA fighter. She's been through a lot the last few years, but she's been champion since she was like 19 or some wild shit.
All right.
So anyway, I'm listening to these guys, and I'm like, oh fuck, I could have fucking streamed this shit and actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, but like. All the people that I saw that, like, I went to sports and I went and saw there's only a few people that were available to actually stream this shit. And I'm trying to do it. I was like, let me see if I can at least try to do it. Maybe they're just doing it for random purposes. And I try to do it. And when you try to put it through OBS, it blocks out the actual content.
So you have
to have permission.
Yeah, okay.
To
That's
do
what I
it.
was gonna ask.
And I'm looking everywhere trying to find how do I get permission. I was on the fucking One Championship site. I was on Twitch. I was on Prime Video. I was on Amazon. Couldn't find anything. So I'm gonna dig into it because there's another one in October. But I think that would be a cool thing for me to stream.
That would be super dope, man.
Hell yeah,
Honestly,
because
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm into this shit, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. At least more than fucking Summit 1G, he's a famous streamer, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about way more than he does, because I'm like, bro, really? What the fuck are you talking about right now?
So you got popular stream, and that's the downside. I think I wouldn't say the dark side, but
not everybody was popular. I mean, most people had like I don't know. I saw one minimum. She had 70, but she wasn't even talking. She was just playing it. And she wasn't a partner. I dug into this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is the commonality between all these people? And I guess they just had to be invited, or maybe they have agents or managers who like got them the deal. So I'm like, I got to figure out how to get into that, because I think that would be fucking cool. And it's Friday nights. Is a cool people. Not everybody's in the house, but normal people are in the house. They're probably watching some shit. Or if they're into MMA, I think that would be something that people would tune in to watch.
And it's funny. I think when you say that, when people are out on Friday night or who's in the house on Friday night, I think a vast majority of people are in their house on Friday nights.
Especially now that the winter's coming up.
Yeah, we are getting to that time of season, that time of year where things are going to get a little chilly around here.
They'll be out like during the fucking stupid ass Halloween season, but after that, like, it's in the house for the most part.
Yeah.
Shit, goddamn, because it's cold, and then holidays coming up, and saving money and all that shit.
And trying to figure it out. But so some of the guys that you found that were streaming it, were they talking about it? Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Summit 1G, again, he's pretty big. He gets probably 15 to, well, he had 30,000 viewers last night. But he's when he's playing GTA, he's usually around 15 to 20, maybe. But yeah, he was talking about it. He knew a little bit, but I could tell he was like Googling and stuff. Like, and then he would say, "Oh, she's got her in something. She's got her in something." I'm like, bro, there's nothing there. And I even saw people in the chat like, she don't have shit. There's nothing there. Like,
You are failing
but
currently.
he has a big viewership. He's probably got a manager and all this other shit. So I don't know. I was like, bro, I could do this shit. And like, I'm not famous, but I guarantee you, compared to what I was seeing, and it was people who like are just straight up gamers. You could tell they're just gamers. They ain't never done a fucking lick of exercise in their life.
Yeah, no, and so what I was gonna say is that I'm sure people who aren't familiar that are tuning into these streams and would like to know something would like a little bit of information as to what they're watching.
That's what I'm saying. So I got to figure. Anybody that knows some shit or somebody at one championship, let me know, because I would love to do that. I'll put my camera on. Oh, we're about to get new cameras for this, hopefully, so I can use one of these cameras, and that'll be my camera for streaming or whatever. And I'll fucking commentate. I mean, I won't talk over the whole entire thing, but I'll kind of let people know.
Dude, being a commentator would be like badass.
I'm not even so much a commentator. I'm just streaming and kind of just viewing along with other viewers and kind of explaining just from my experience of what I've done throughout the years as far as martial arts.
No, but I also think people need things like that, like a regular everyday
especially
guy.
Especially in those places. I guess I'm a regular everyday guy now, but
I think we all are.
When I was training, I wasn't regular every day.
Well, not everybody just cuts fucking trees down with their fists, Jared.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I do what I can.
Sorry.
But
it's all right. I'll give you your props right now.
I just think it's a good lane for me to kind of move into. And I don't want to just start doing it and not have permission, because I don't want to get fucking banned or whatever.
Yeah, no.
But
No.
I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? Why are you what the fuck? You don't know anything. You're just staring at the camera.
Yeah, you're you're looking at this like pale ass scrawny motherfucker.
Have no idea what the fuck you're looking at or what you're talking about, and it's just like, come on, man, like get some. I don't know.
No.
I was kind of upset about that.
And you should be. Honestly, like what I've realized about life since I've turned a certain age.
And I might send an email straight to Amazon and see what's up.
And no, but it's like, put it this way: what you were watching somebody like myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And God, I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. It's okay.
Great Scott.
And you were like, yo, this pencil dick motherfucker doesn't know anything about this Kimura lock, this arm bar, this leg grab, this chokehold, this stance.
I'm surprised
this
you
punch.
remember Kimura lock.
Yeah. Don't
Did
worry.
I teach you that, or you just knew that?
No. Well, Brock Lesnar uses it sometimes.
Okay.
In wrestling, because I'm gay. Anyway. You're lucky, Jared. You're lucky we had a great show last week. And you're lucky I'm willing to do what I like to call self-deprecation here on the Mad Scientist.
Well, you should. We all should. I do it every now and then. But in this case, I'm not doing it, because I am not. There's no fucking reason why they should not have at least one person who knows what the fuck they're talking
So besides that one guy that you mentioned.
And he only knew an eighth of what he was talking about.
Man, that's kind of crazy, dude. Because what they're doing, it's obviously a form of marketing. It's a form of marketing.
It's on exactly 100%.
It's a form of marketing.
It's already on Prime. Well, it's on Prime Video. So Twitch is basically Prime Video these days. He's got a big viewership, so they can do that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they'll open it up to other streamers later. But I don't know. I just feel like they should have at least one in there that knows what he's talking about.
I think it's fair to the viewing audience because what you don't want to do with any form of entertainment, whether they're new or they're diehards, you don't want to alienate people like by any means, because
I didn't want to watch it. I went and watched it because I have Prime Video anyway. I went and watched it on somebody else's on my own account.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Because I didn't want to hear their fucking garbage. Because it was I don't want to say it was upsetting me, but it was irritating me to the point where it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. And it's just, I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Well, that's like, if I had any saving grace in this conversation for myself, that's like when I hear anybody talk about maybe a particular video game, and they're like, yeah, I do this, and that. And I had more of this mindset when I was a little younger, when I was like way more into competitive stuff. It's like, yeah, you talk a lot of shit, I'll smash you, bro. Like, yeah, oh, that nice little camo you got on your gun there, mine's bare, I'll smash you, bro. You know, I
don't think this is what the same thing we're talking about.
Well, no, but you know what you're talking about is what I'm saying, and I know what I'm talking about. And when I say I'm going to smash these people, with friends included,
what if they knew what they were talking about?
Then I wouldn't have the type of reaction I would.
Oh,
now, now if put it this way, I remember one time there was I went to GameStop, you know, the foreign land of unspoken things.
Get to the point. Nobody cares about GameStop.
Nobody does. It's pretty awful. But back in the day when midnight releases were a pretty popular thing, I do miss doing that sometimes. I really do.
I don't, because then I don't want to fucking go out and look at people. So I'm good.
What I was going to say is I remember, I think there was a certain Call of Duty coming out. I believe it was the first or second Black Ops game. It might have been the first. I went inside. I finally got in line to the register to grab my copy. And at the time, for the Xbox 360, good Lord, folks, I guess modding Xboxes and doing all sorts of modded lobbies was like really popular at that time for Call of Duty. And I was talking to the cashier, and I was like, apparently one of my buddies who got the game a day earlier already has 15th prestige because he's got some modded lobby. And then this guy looked me dead in the face, and I had no intention of doing any of this. Like, I'm going to play the game legitly. He was like, I think cheaters are awful. And I remember he was like ginger. He had like this beard.
Well, no, because people were cheating.
Yeah, no, people were cheating, but I didn't do that, is what I'm saying. But he was like, the way he looked at me, he was like, "You sick fuck."
So were you cheating?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well then
I was just buying the game.
Okay, maybe he was just a fucking nerd who doesn't have any social fucking cues.
And that's what you're right.
Then don't fucking get mad at him because he lacks social skills.
I was just offended because
he's a gamer. He's you. He fucking non-social ass motherfucker.
I am very social.
Only because you have to be at work.
But I'm good at it.
Okay,
I'm really good. I'm actually the best at it.
Oh God, here we go.
I am like the Grand Pearl Poobah. All right. Shit. I'll let it play. I'll let it ride. But I am. And I don't mind being social. Being social is cool. But if you're social too much, it's detrimental to everything in the world. That's just me personally. I don't know.
But, there's balance in everything.
Well, that's fair. No, I mean, like, you moderation, right? Like, moderation with anything is key, whether it's blah, 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 you know.
I want to talk about something because I just feel like we need to bring this up.
Of course.
So I want you to watch this. I want everybody to watch this. This is a let me fucking go. But anyway, that can stay up. It's basically Friends. Since we were talking about Friends last week, and it was the battle between Friends and
Living Color?
Living Single.
Living Single, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
All black shows don't look alike, okay? So basically we were having this argument, and I just want to say, I want to show everybody this video. It's Friends without the laugh track.
All right. I'm actually looking forward to
So there's
this.
two videos. So we'll go to the first one. And y'all can still talk in the chat. But so here we go.
All right.
Where is the waitress? I'm starving. It's a buffet, man.
Here's where I win all my money back.
I gotta talk to you.
Sure. What's up?
Monica and I almost got married last night.
Oh my God. That's huge. Hey. Why wasn't I invited?
I just don't think that Monica and I are ready to get married yet, you know? I mean, I love her and everything, but seeing Ross and Rachel come out of that chapel was like a wake-up call that Monica and I are moving so fast, you know? And how do I tell her without crushing her?
Oh! Tell her she's not marriage material.
What?
Sorry.
Girls say it to me all the time. Believe me, if she's anything like me, she's just gonna be relieved.
How do I tell Chandler that it's too soon? It's gonna break his heart. He's gonna think I don't love him anymore.
Well, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Good, I was just testing you.
Oh, hi, hi. You know, we were just talking about bacon.
No, we were talking about tennis. Tennis is more believable.
So awkward.
Hey!
Hi.
Well, let's let it ride. Let's let it ride.
Are we gonna talk about what you guys did last night, or?
What do you mean last night? Nothing happened last night.
Uh-huh. Ross invited us all to watch. What is the matter with you?
We weren't gonna miss our friends getting married.
Who got married?
You did?
Wait, hello? We didn't get married?
Get married? That's ridiculous.
I remember being in the chapel. Wait, they would not let us get married when we were that drunk?
They'll let you get married when you're drunk. Most people getting married in Vegas are drunk.
Drunk right now. I can't have a mimosa with breakfast. I'm on vacation.
So, Jarrett, first of all, kudos to you for somehow managing to pull that off.
I didn't do that.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think I've really.
There's one more. The next one is way worse.
So, I know what you're saying, and I agree, because I have never been a big Friends guy to begin with. I don't have a problem with the show. I don't hate it. I just don't watch it. I don't care for it. Now, anybody that knows any
That's
typical,
not a good show. That's all.
any modern day, or just sitcom in general, I could tell at several points in that clip that we just watched where the laugh track is inserted. And I did get a chuckle out of what Joey said. Sorry. I did find that slightly
Of course
funny.
you did. I mean, he was probably the funniest one besides the thing is, what makes the shit funny is the fucking laughs. Is people are cueing you to tell you when you should laugh.
And without the laugh track, that was a very deep conversation.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Like, that is something that, like me and you go out on a night on the town, like me and Jade are like, whoa, you know, like out of the limousine window and all that stuff. And then we wake up the next morning. It's like The Hangover. You wake up and you're like, oh, what did I do last night? And then you're filled with regret. That's exactly what that was just now.
Well,
folks.
that's alcohol. All right, so here's the second one. The second one, in my opinion, is definitely more painful.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, ladies, that ends today's class. And let's remember, let's be safe out there.
Great class.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I was watching.
I'm sorry. It's already fucking creepy.
A couple of questions, though. You know about that last move where that woman tripped you and then pinned you to the floor? What would you do next?
Well, then she'd take her keys and try to jam them in you.
No. What would you do next?
Who, me, the attacker?
Yes, that's right.
Why?
I tried attacking two women, did not work. It's okay. I mean, they're my friends. In fact, I was married to one of them.
You attacked your ex-wife?
Oh, no. I tried. Maybe we could attack them
He's
together.
like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Uh-huh. Nowhere to run.
I don't like sitting up here. I'm gonna go over. No, Rachel, they got here first. Why is Ross doing that?
Danger!
Oh my God! Why is he jumping on those women? We should help them. I don't think they need any help.
Ugh.
So that was creepy as fuck. All right. So,
How do you attack women?
dude? So
What the fuck?
what the fuck? Like, and,
I mean, it's like to be honest, it is kind of funny even without the laugh track, but it's still creepy as fuck.
and
So just think about this: the writers, when they're writing that shit, don't have a laugh track. There's nothing added to it, so they're writing that shit, and they think it's fucking. They think it's hilarious. Like, oh, we're attacking. I mean, granted, this was in the
different day and
90s,
age, different day and age. You know, I mean, dude, you couldn't get away with this even without the laugh track on that. That is questionable in today's society.
And most shows don't have laugh tracks anymore. So, like Modern Family is a sitcom with no laugh track. And you have to figure out where the funny is, which means it takes more. I think it takes a little more intelligence to find the humor in something in a sitcom that doesn't have a laugh track behind it, or in a live audience, I should say.
And you said something that really made me think. And maybe this is like some deep rooted. I wouldn't even say trauma, just something from my childhood. But I think we as Americans or people in general, from a young age, we're kind of conditioned to those kinds of things, to laugh when it's appropriate. You know, it's like, oh, hey, ha, 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 laugh tracks, laughing, you know, and that conditions your type of humor you have and what you perceive as funny and not funny. And
actually, you're pretty much proving my point. Because, and I know a lot of people, they love dad jokes. That's fine, whatever. Your sense of humor is your sense of humor. But I kind of feel like if you're kind of trained, like you said, to laugh when somebody says it's funny, I don't think you're developing your own sense of humor.
You're not. And I'll give you I'll use myself as an example. I do remember when I was a kid, when, you know, a kid, like 6, 7, 8, you know, a majority of the things that I watched on television, I watched with my dad because he's got the remote, you know, hey, we're watching this, and whatever dad put on, we watched. And so I think as a kid, when I saw my dad laughing, you know, I wanted to be like my dad. Like, I wanted to laugh with him. So I started laughing with him, and yeah, you're conditioned to do that shit. Yeah. And not to say that I can't fix it now. I mean,
well, you're gonna get a lot of those cues from your parents anyway. They say when you're learning how to walk, like, you end up walking like your parents because you're emulating how they walk. When you're watching them, you're seeing how they walk, so that's how you end up walking. So that's how you end up walking like your parents.
That's pretty. It's pretty fascinating shit. It's almost like it's science here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. You know,
nurture versus nature.
But I've again with those clips, no bullshit, dude. I've never been a big fan of Friends. And again, I don't hate it by any means, but because you know why? I have family members that love it. Like, they absolutely fucking love it.
There's plenty of people I've not dated any. You know what? Now that I think about it, I've never dated anybody who liked Friends, and I think I know why. It's just it's not my thing, and I'm not saying I've never seen an episode of Friends. I'm just not into it. It just didn't. It was stale to me. It was pretty much like English food.
Yeah.
boiled and no seasoning.
Yeah, dude, nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking toast and eggs.
Yeah.
Or toast and beans,
Yeah,
dude.
toast and
Oh, my
beans.
God. Maybe that should be the name of the episode, Toast and Beans, bro.
We'll see what.
No, but I just think with
I'm
certain,
so sorry.
certain comedies that oh my God, I can't believe that. I just read that.
Yeah.
That is you want to
And Lana said, "How old are you?"
yeah, no bullshit. I couldn't imagine using that as well. I will say. So, do you know what my high school graduation song was, or was quoted? It was "To the Left" by Beyonce.
Ugh.
To the left, everything I own in a box to the left.
I'm glad I'm a little bit older.
Yeah, dude. So I was sitting there and they were like, and then the principal, as they're giving their speech, was like, just like your lives, packing away. And then I was just
What
like,
the fuck?
Yeah. And I was like, no, like it was, so I will gladly take the Friends theme song, and I'm not even knocking Beyonce, because I'm actually a fan of Destiny's Child, believe it or not. And yeah, I would definitely take the Friends theme song over fucking To the Left.
Fuck no.
Are you serious, man? I don't know. You just weren't there. I was.
Bro, there's
there.
plenty of other songs they could have picked.
Oh, I know that, but if I had to pick between the two,
the best time of my life.
Yeah, well, I would have taken that.
Bro, there's so many songs that they could have picked over fucking To the Left and fucking Friends.
Dude, but I'm saying if I had to pick between the two, I would definitely take the Friends theme song. Theme song.
If I had to pick between the two, I wouldn't have went to that motherfucker.
Well, I mean, my family was there. They were happy to see me. You know, it's kind of a big deal.
The homecoming?
No, it was when graduation. It was when I graduated.
Graduation.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you're graduating and we're quoting Beyonce.
I don't remember mine. I can't. Wait, that was your graduate. That just registered in my brain. I thought we were talking about like prom or some shit.
No. It was like literally quoted and played at my graduation.
Nah, son. That who was running the fucking graduation like on the student side?
Well, we can talk about that off air because I won't use,
You don't have to use names, but I can guess who they were.
Or
what demographic they were.
Well, I'm sure we can all agree with Jared when he makes that assumption.
I can say it though. It's not. That's crazy. I was thinking about something the other day. You know how they say that Hollywood's trying to have actors from whatever, because back in the day, it was fucked up back in the day. Like, they had John Wayne playing fucking Genghis Khan.
Dude, it's
like, that's fucked up.
Oh, it's like when you open those old school
Hold on,
history.
I'm not
Go
done.
ahead.
So you got John Wayne playing Genghis Khan with fucking brown makeup on, and like that's fucked up.
It's
But
not correct.
I think it got a little too carried away when they took Apu away. Fine,
Fuck yeah.
Fine, you wanted the guy to not. You wanted an Indian person to play that part, or just get rid of the part, or whatever.
I think that's still bullshit, by the way. Me personally.
But I was thinking about this because I've been watching the Continental, the series based on John Wick.
Yeah, no. I do know of it. I haven't watched it, but I know what it is.
I've been watching that. And then there's the guy who plays Jerome. He's like a kid at this point, like a teenager. But I didn't look the guy up, but he's doing an African accent. And I'm thinking in my head, is that racist if an American or an English person does African accent? Because you got T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Played an African. Granted, it was from a mythical place.
Yeah.
Or not a mythical place, but a fantasized place, whatever. Yeah. But he's still doing this voice that he's not.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate?
You know, that's a good question, man, because when people do kind of get into, say, if we're making a joke and say we're making some kind of off-colored jokes, so to speak, or if you see somebody playing a certain character in a film or a television show and they're trying to portray a certain person from a certain demographic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but you're right, because what happens is when that person portrays.
What do you mean? Am I right? I'm asking the question.
No. So you're. But what I'm saying, I agree with the question.
Trying to get you to critically think.
Yeah. So I agree with what you're asking.
Okay.
Is because what happens is when people do these kind of impersonations, so to speak, they go to typical stereotypes, okay? And stereotypes can be labeled as racist, depending on what they are. It's like if I were to do an Indian accent, just like the whole Apu thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to go out and do an Indian accent, I would try to put up the most impersonal Indian accent with the "Hey, my friend, how are you?" You know, that kind of thing. And it's like, oh, shit, you can't do that because you're stereotyping Indian people. Not all Indian people talk like that. Not all black people talk with slang. Not all white people talk with whatever. I don't know, proper enunciate. I don't know.
I know, but I think my point is more nuanced than that. It's like when it comes to Hollywood, I'm acting, right? I'm not that actual person. I got this role because I played it in such a way that whoever was in charge was like, that's what we need, because they want to put their best foot forward. And when this shit comes out, they want it to be the best thing possible.
Of course.
Now, again, I go back to the John Wayne thing. That's insane. But those were the times we were in at the time. And of course, he probably did. I don't think I ever saw the movie, but he didn't do a good job because it's impossible for him to do a good job. He's a fucking country guy. He's a country western, West actor.
It's when you think of certain actors' names, you put them in a certain category unless they're one of those very universal rare people.
Yeah, and then there's a few.
Yeah, well, there's a good handful. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm just. I don't know. It just popped into my head today and I didn't look the guy up whether he was African or not. But it didn't sound authentic. But I mean, we could look up.
Yeah,
Cass real quick.
And to what Jared is kind of to kind of reiterate what Jared's saying is that when you are portraying a character in again in any form of entertainment, movies, television, maybe a CD, who knows. You are going to want to put your best foot forward, do the best job you can. That way everybody watches it. But when you kind of get into a character with, especially with accents, are you stereotyping certain things? Are you really? Unless you really are just somebody with enormous range that can kind of do, make it more than just like slapstick, I guess, to a degree, if that's the word. No, not slapstick.
That's comedy.
Well, yeah, no, but fuck, I don't know. I can't think of the word I'm trying to use.
Satire.
Satire, yeah. Thank you. God, it was on literally the tip of my tongue. It's like, are you doing it because that's what you think they sound like, or what they should sound like, or what you've known them to be portrayed as sounding like? So that's a really good question, man. I agree with you.
See,
I do.
I knew it. He still may have an accent. I don't know. The actor's name, I want to pull him up real quick.
And then Jared pulls that up. I would think with a name like that.
Well, he's got an African name. Oh, no. Okay, so Nigerian origin, raised in South Hill, South London. So, yeah, okay, so that I was hearing the English part of it, too. So, that one, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so he can.
But it just popped into my head because I didn't know the background.
All right.
So it's just a thought that came in my head, and I was just like, maybe I'll look this up later.
Now let me ask you, okay, since we're on the subject, one of the most recent, I guess, portrayals of any type of character, at least to me, and I'm sure there's something that's been more recent than what I'm thinking of, but something that's oftenly talked about is Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal in Tropic Thunder.
Okay, we'll get back to that real quick because Londa brought up a good point. Kal Penn had the stereotypical Indian roles when he was first starting to come up. Kal Penn from Harold and Kumar.
Yes. Hilarious, by the way.
Yeah. But but he's had some roles where he had to play the Indian part, and there's a few actors that talked about that. Bobby Lee has talked about it, and the other guy, he was in Cowboy Bebop, the live action.
Oh,
forgot his name. Anyway, they all have talked about Hollywood giving them reading for parts where they had to do an accent, and they were just like, "Oh no, I'm not into that. I'm not going to do." And they got less work because of it, but they were standing their ground for certain points. I mean, some of them had to do it, but so that's the crazy part. Just because I'm ethnic doesn't mean I should be having to do a fucking, like you were saying.
Yeah.
I don't talk like that just because my parents are from there. I talk like I've been born here my whole fucking life.
Exactly, exactly.
So it just that type of thing.
So at that point, does it become?
I don't want you to miss your point though. Don't just get back to what you were saying about the other thing.
Well, no, I guess I was kind of trying to roll it into one. Is do you think at that point it becomes like when they're doing it? Do you think they're stereotyping themselves, or do you think?
Well, no, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. What I was saying, they said that they wouldn't do it because it feels like it's a stereotype. So they were like, "No, I want to be known for my skills, not because of my heritage." I guess.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I got you. Or do you think those that do it?
You keep saying doo-doo. Somebody already called it out.
Doo-doo?
Doo-doo, yeah.
Yeah, doo-doo dangerous. There we
God.
go. Do you think it's a parody at that point?
No. No. I'm telling you what I've heard from their mouths. They have said they turned down jobs because they didn't want to portray that stereotype.
Yeah, no, and that I understand. I'm just saying in the event that they did do it.
It was because they thought they were going to lose out on money and jobs.
Okay, well,
especially when you're first starting up, like that's what he was saying. In the beginning, they took those jobs because they had to. They thought they had to. They wouldn't get any other work.
Okay, that is very fair.
I feel like you don't listen.
I do listen. I've been listening the whole fucking time.
Okay,
you are only about 4.5 feet away from me. Just saying. And I don't have a ruler, but just judging by the distance, that's what it looks like. 4.5 feet, like a swimming pool for kids, which is,
Okay, what was your point? You were talking about something before that. I was trying to make sure his point got taken in too, but you were saying something before that.
Well, no. What I was, what I just said is just essentially when people in Hollywood do these things, and my whole point was like if they don't do it, they're standing their ground like you said, and it's like, hey, I'm not doing that because it's stereotyping. But in the event that they were doing it, is it still a stereotype, or are they just being a parody now? It's not a problem.
It's still a stereotype.
Yeah,
because what's going to happen is going to perpetuate. Let's put it this way. What's the and I'll allow you to say it. What's the biggest stereotype about black people?
Oh, I mean,
just name two.
I'll say chicken and fucking watermelon.
Exactly, exact two.
Yeah. Well, because we all kind of
know, but that's but that's the whole point. That's the universal stereotypes of black people. They like fried chicken and like watermelon. Now, motherfucker. This is why I came up with a joke. I don't trust people who don't like watermelon. Because it works two ways. It points out people who, let's put it this way. It points out the fact that everybody, for the most part, there's some people who don't like watermelon, but that's my whole point. Most people like watermelon.
It's delicious. I agree.
So the fact that people say, and most people like fried chicken.
So that is also delicious. I agree.
So to say that black people love watermelon and love fried chicken is like it's a stereotype because that's what makes it bad. You're singling out something for some, but everybody fucking loves it.
Yeah, no, and
but that's my whole point in the bit that I do is I don't trust people who like watermelon because if you don't like watermelon, how can I trust you? That means something is fishy about you.
I would like to think so. I'm sure you do, but do you know a lot of people that don't like it?
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. No, but I have come across some people who said they haven't.
No, I
Or
mean,
they
I believe it or not, my mother, dude, I think it's her favorite fruit. Like, I mean, she
Okay, I think this is you trying to.
trying to just like, hey, I'm one of you guys.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me when you see me shopping. No, but seriously, but
you have to hear the bit, Lon. I'm not gonna do it on here because
Yeah.
it's a pretty good one.
No, but the same thing because it's like the same thing with when it comes to white people. What are two things associated with white people? That we smell like wet dogs, and then we smell like baloney. All right? And I, for one, don't have a dog. I know wet dogs don't smell very pleasant, but I do on occasion like myself a nice slice of German bologna. I won't lie to you. They put it in your sandwich with your cheese and your toppings and your fixings.
Oh, you said they smell like bologna?
Yeah, well, that's when I was a kid. The one thing that always kind of got rectified around white people.
I will not lie. Growing up, I think everybody smells like outside when they come from
like
outside.
everybody's got their own stench.
Yeah. But because I was around more black people, I was around everything. But if I go into someone's house that usually would be black, then I would smell them as black people.
Yeah.
Now, it smells different if I go into a white person's house.
I love it. Keep it going.
Just because it's not a smell that I'm accustomed to.
Exactly.
Now, the smell does smell a bit like a wet dog.
Does it?
Yeah.
What?
I also used to think it was like milk or some shit.
Nah, well, I will tell you one thing. We use milk in this house, but we only use it to cook. We don't use it to drink it. And I can't remember the last time I had a bowl of cereal. Shame on me. But I use it to cook. One, as somebody who, and when it comes to the whole dog thing, I know a lot of people like dogs.
Well, dog is not so much. That dog has a very distinct smell. Okay, so all right, Londa. Okay, I wanted to. Okay, so stingy. I mean, I'm not gonna say we have a certain group of people in this country, or actually a pound around the world that is kind of a stereotype that goes with them. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but some people can probably figure it out. Direct, I think that's a European thing. The UK people are very direct too. But I can respect that because I'm direct too. So.
No, I will say the direct thing. A lot of people I know from not even the UK, but just other parts of that portion of the world are very direct. They don't beat around the bush.
Yeah, but that's a quality that I fuck with because I don't have time for your fucking bullshit. I don't want to fucking say, hey, how's the weather, Jim? Like, fuck off. Where are we going and when are we doing it? That's all I need to know. So, one more thing.
Okay,
and then the other thing is no feel for rhythm. Now, I will go deeper into this. Bro, nobody can see you.
I thought the camera was on me. Sorry.
I will go deeper into that stereotype, and I will say, I said it here first, ladies and gentlemen. In general, people of lighter skin around the world tend to have no feeling for rhythm. Just gonna say that.
All right. So, what my question was...
And in the Netherlands, I know there's a mixture of everything everywhere. There's mostly people with lighter skin.
All right.
So I'm going to go with that one.
And, folks, that is...
So that's just inherently in y'all's DNA, 99% of motherfuckers in the world.
First of all, I'm as smooth as cream cheese going across a bagel, sir.
I've seen you dance. You're lying.
No. You've seen me dance drunkenly, and it was great. Or I had a good time.
Hey, man, even when black people are drunk, they still have the rhythm. They get the rhythm somehow.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so here, all right, so since we're on this, is there a stereotype that you fit that everybody else gets called maybe from a different demographic? If there's something that falls into you, like just like how we just said.
Well, direct is one. I get shit. I don't want to say shit because I don't know. Is that really a stereotype though? I don't think that's. I think that's just a.
I think that's quality more than a stereotype.
Some people may not consider it a quality. It could be a trait. Let's say trait. Trait is a better word.
Yeah. I will say this. Just going back to the whole chicken and watermelon thing. I don't even like saying it. That makes me uncomfortable saying it like that. I'm a huge. It does.
Okay, gets to the point.
But I am a huge fan of both. I really am.
All right. Your point.
My point is if yourself or anybody out there.
Yours. What is yours? Stop posing it to everybody else. What is yours that you think? I don't even. I'm still trying to think about mine.
Yeah.
What was your original question?
Well, no. My original question was: is there a stereotype from a different ethnicity that you fall under the category for? Mine is chicken and watermelon because I love them. Because it's often associated with people of color.
To be honest, without very deep self-analysis, I don't think I can answer that. I think somebody who knows me, I think you would probably be able to answer that question more than I could answer that question.
And I would probably have to give it just a little bit of thought. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For anybody.
Yeah, that's a tough question to. Okay, well, there is. I'll give you this one, and I haven't heard it in a long time because I probably just don't hang around that element. I don't know if I want to say that
element.
So I have been. There's a stereotype in the black community of people who speak quote unquote white.
I got you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talk white. No, I speak eloquently, or I speak with using my education or my vocabulary.
Yeah.
There's a difference in that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. Like I said, I haven't heard that one in a long time, but I'm not usually in circles where I would hear that.
And I'm glad because I think that one in particular, and I'll tell you this because I grew up around a lot of different people from all over the world, and I'll tell you that was one of the things that some of my black friends would say, especially ones who didn't kind of fall into the standardized category of certain things. And when I say that is like when you, we're
I know you're trying to be way too politically correct.
So it's basically it's like, hey man, I don't go out, I don't sell drugs, I don't do this, I don't do that. Like everybody else assumes that I would just because I have, my dreadlocks and whatever the case may be. But you're right. I actually personally haven't heard anybody say that to me, or not that they would say it to me directly, but especially around our group of friends because we're all old enough now to know what intelligence is.
Well, yeah, but that's what I said. I don't roll in those circles enough to be able to hear that.
I knew a young lady and I've known her since I was a kid, and I grew up with her, and she's one of the smartest people I know. And I remember when we were in middle school, high school, that very precious age of development, so to speak. I remember she called me on the phone one time and she was crying her eyes out and she was like, oh, people don't think I'm this and this and because I live in a nice house and all this other stuff. And I was like, nah, I mean, I didn't care. I didn't really think much of it, but it really meant a lot to her because she just, like a lot of kids do, wanted to fit in, wanted to be part of the crowd kind of thing. There is nothing wrong with talking with intelligence by any means.
Well, I think my thing... When you say, I think people have to get to the point even in those years, you have to get to those point where look, motherfuckers is just not going to like me. I'm going to be who the fuck I am. I used to walk around school and anybody, you can ask anybody I went to high school with. They'd be like, I would walk around, I would go to the fucking 7-Eleven in the morning, get me a fucking box of cereal and I'd be eating that shit in class all day.
Any cereal in particular you got? Just out of curiosity.
Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What? Captain Crunch.
Okay. I know your palate is very big with cereal. I was just for the folks out there.
It didn't matter. It's like I'm fucking eating Captain Crunch, and I would whenever. And there's another thing that I still get. This is one thing I get shit for, like not having certain types of clothes, or you just wear this and these shoes or blah blah.
You didn't rock a certain brand.
Yeah, so yeah, that shit would kind of get annoying as a kid. But there would be times where it's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm matching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got sweatpants and a fucking t-shirt with a nice college shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, matching was for anybody at least around me and Jared's age. I can say that now.
Oh wow,
Londa,
you never heard of Captain Crunch Berries, bro?
What?
Oh man, come on, man. Come on.
It could be argued that it's the best cereal ever.
Yeah, it'll fuck your mouth up, but it's good.
It's
one of them sugar cereals that Americans get.
Yeah, but oh man.
So so it would be. Yeah, so you don't dress a certain, but then there was a time I got into Snoop Dogg heavy when he came out. Like it was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I had an afro. This was in high school, like 9th, 10th grade.
You had the pick in your hair and everything?
Yeah. The pick in my hair.
Because if you didn't, I'd be mad at you.
I had fucking flannels. I wore flannels every day. I wore Dickies every day, and then Chuck Taylors every fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
And I had different colors. I had navy blue. I had green. I had the whole array.
Yeah, no,
because I thought I was Snoop Dogg.
Dude, I'll tell you, and I don't know if it's still as prominent amongst young people nowadays. I'm sure it's not, but a good khaki suit was really cool, man. Like a nice Dickie suit, not just the pants, but getting the jacket with it.
To be honest, I had thought about bringing that back.
I wouldn't be mad at you.
It's a Cali thing. It's for mostly like gangsters and shit.
Yeah, no,
but
and we
it looks
know,
cool.
Yeah, no, and I will tell you,
I might do that shit on stage one night. You know what I'm saying?
That would be dope because I will tell you, as a white guy who was kind of trying to just do the whole thing, fit in, and just be a part. It's like, hey, you know what? This thing's kind of dope. It's like, oh,
how many cereal brands do we have?
Oh man, dude,
we got brands. We got Kellogg's, Post.
What else? Kellogg's, Post.
What's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one?
That's not Kellogg's. That's not Post.
No, it's General Mills.
Yeah, General Mills. That's right.
And then you have the ones that the grocery stores sell. They're usually kind of like subsidiaries of the major ones. 72. You got a number on that shit? Well, yeah, we have a lot. We have all the kids cereals. We got Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, all the different variations of Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, all the variations of Frosted Flakes. They have strawberry now, by the way.
That sounds
fucking amazing.
That sounds great.
And they also have chocolate. Amazing. And then we have like grape nuts, which are like the adult cereals, basic 4, shredded wheat, fucking frosted shredded wheat.
Yeah,
it's
there is no limit to cereal in this country,
and they're all full of sugar. So except for like the adult ones, the adult ones are adult ones because they don't have all the sugar in it.
If you want to eat something if you want to equivalent a adult cereal to anything, it's probably like eating a tree branch.
Damn.
Okay.
There's thousands of kinds, but there's 72 mainstream brands. That's crazy.
That's nuts. And it just goes to show you that you can tweak something just a little bit. And Jared will tell you, we're people too. We can be sticklers for certain things. Jared just said, "Oh my God, they have strawberry Frosted Flakes. Oh my God, they have chocolate Frosted Flakes." That sounds amazing. It does. I was a very big fan of Waffle Crisp. I know it's not overly popular.
I don't even remember that one.
The ones that are shaped like little waffles.
Yeah, that sounds like whack shit. That's like the cookie one that everybody loved. That shit was.
Oh no, I like that, but I didn't overly care for it. Did you like Corn Pops? Let me ask you that.
Corn Pops was okay. It wasn't something that I would want to get every fucking day.
No.
But they advertised the fuck out of it.
Yeah, no. So I did like Corn Pops. I was a big Apple Jacks guy.
Oh, Apple Jacks was.
Yeah.
At first, it was Fruit Loops, and then it became Apple Jacks.
Yeah,
Apple Jacks is my favorite one.
Yeah, I think Apple Jacks is slightly maybe a notch or two.
Londa's probably on a fucking Google fest.
Dude, yeah, no, we got you want to talk about cereal, man? We got a lot of it. Apple Jacks is really good. I was a big Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy.
Oh, I have fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch at my house right now.
It is, and I will tell you, besides that, do you know what I was really a big fan of? And this is maybe more the preteen adult version of me. I was a big fan of Team Cheerios and Frosted Cheerios.
The fuck is Team Cheerios?
So pull it up.
Oh my god!
So you've never had Team Cheerios?
I never heard of Team Cheerios. Jesus Christ! Why are you laughing so loud in the fucking mic?
Because I'm sorry. Because Team Cheerios is like an assortment of Cheerios. It's like the Honey Nut Cheerio, the Frosted Cheerio, and I think the other one was like an oat Cheerio or like a chocolate Cheerio or something like that. I can't remember. When you pull it up, it'll, shake my.
I was reading a lot. He was like, now I'm looking up Krispy Kreme and it looks delicious. I'm like,
dude, they are.
They are delicious.
There is one probably 15 minutes away from here.
Yep. I always see ads on my fucking phone and I'm like,
and I'll tell you, when out in Londa, no shit, and this is completely unhealthy. I don't advise anybody do this, but when I was a kid, maybe 12 to 14 or 15. You can go to the grocery store and get a box of Krispy Kreme. You can
still do it. You can get it at Food Line down by my house.
You get so I used to get the chocolate glazed ones. Those only come in a 6-pack.
Sure, you did get the chocolate glazed
ones. I did. Oh, and man, my fat boy was ready. Yeah, I could literally sit there and eat all 6.
This is Team Cheerios, bro. This is what you're fucking.
The box was slightly different. It was more blue when I was a kid.
Shit looks gross. What is it? There's nothing in there.
Well, it's just a different assortment of Cheerios. That's all it was. It was frosted, the honey nut, and
all in one.
Yeah, it was just all in one Cheerio.
Oh, God.
But I liked it a lot. And I will tell you, Cheerios might be the most popular food or cereal, but it's good.
I'm not paying fucking $12.99 for an empty box from 1997.
Oh my God,
bro.
Sorry. Well, and then that's plus shipping and everything, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
But still, it's like, fuck that box.
I could have sworn the box was more blue, but
it could have been.
Yeah, but that looks about right.
But you don't remember everything the same way you did as.
Isn't that the Mandela effect?
No, that's part of it, but that's more like your memory is only how your memories work is you only remember it the last time you either told it or felt something about that memory.
I got you.
You don't ever remember the exact details. You only remember, like, so if I told you about something and I did, like when you tell the bottle jumping out of the window story, the next time you tell it, you're only telling it off the last time you told the story.
Yeah. All right. No,
so
that's fair.
You're never going to tell it the same way. Some people can picture shit in their head, but that might have been all the blue there was, but.
No, and you could be right, but I was a fan of that. And I was really big into marshmallows as a kid, so yeah, definitely Lucky Charms.
All right. You got Dunkin' Donuts there? Yeah, Krispy Kreme is definitely better.
Way better. Way better.
As far as donuts, anyway.
When it comes to coffee, Dunkin' is definitely known for their coffee. And I'm not a coffee person, but Dunkin' is definitely the way to do coffee. But when it comes to donuts, at least here in the States, Krispy Kreme is like the all-seeing eye of donuts.
Okay, all-seeing eye. What the fuck is that?
What? I'm just saying.
You mean this? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I mean, it's Team Cheerios now. I only had one box.
Okay. You had one box and that was your favorite? Okay.
No. I had multiple boxes of it, but I can't remember which box in particular. I would think it would be the first one you pulled up with the blue in the middle.
Epic Starbucks is trash, by the way.
I mean, I don't really have
Pete's is way better.
I don't even know what Pete's is.
It's another franchise, kind of like Starbucks, but Starbucks is trash.
And
if you've had Pete's, you'll be like, oh, shit, what the fuck have I been drinking all this time?
So let me ask you, all right, as somebody who doesn't drink coffee, how do you know coffee is?
The taste.
Well, the taste. So do you, what does that equivalent to? Like the type of bean that is used or okay. So what says that Pete?
That's like asking. Okay, think about this. That's like asking. Granted, everybody has their own taste in beer, but that's like asking what makes a one beer taste better than the other.
Okay, I got you. No.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. No, but I'm just saying if
if you get it for free, of course it's great.
Oh yeah.
The rest of us who got to pay for it, we are not fucking on the same page. I'm gonna pay for coffee. I'm fucking getting some coffee that tastes way better than Starbucks. That shit is watered down ass.
And paying for things nowadays is not fun in general, so we understand. No, I was just saying, like in the sense, like Pete's has the same type of coffee bean Starbucks does. Like if it's brewed differently, that's kind of
that could be a thing too.
Okay, all right. If that could be a thing,
because you got espresso, you got nitro. There's a whole bunch of. I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm not a. I understand things in the world, like.
All right.
Plus, I usually if I go like when I do conferences for work, I usually drink coffee then, only because, and that'll probably be the only time the whole year I drink coffee. Only because I'm waking up early and I'm going to sleep late, and I need to be fucking 10 days just rolling. You know what I'm saying? Plus drinking in between.
Yeah, it's quite the lifestyle, living like rock stars, you know what I mean? You know, when we go out and the red carpet's pulled out everywhere we go and all the women throw themselves at us. I don't know where they are, but they can definitely come this way, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty important, Jared. I would like to think so. That's just me and my 2 cents when it comes to that, because we're famous.
Yeah, Epic, we don't have Culver's here. I don't even know what that is.
It's it's a coffee place, I would assume.
Oh, he's looking up fast food places. He said he's never heard of a lot of these places. He's never heard of Sonic, Jack in the Box, Culver's, and many more. Yeah, I've never heard of Culver's. That's up north thing.
I don't think I've ever heard of many more, to be honest with you.
No, motherfucker.
Oh, and many more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. I was like, there's a place called Many More? I was like, where is it located?
Yeah, Jack in the Box I've had. Only because I lived in California for a while. They have them in Texas, too. Sonic, I've been there once or twice. That is kind of south of us, maybe a little Midwest. Yeah, Culver's is Midwest also, and it's in Florida. So
I will say Sonic, first of all, is pretty dope.
It's all right. It's all right.
I like it. It's not something
it's all right.
I will go there. I will enjoy it for what it is, and I'll be happy with it.
It's all right. Let's not give Sonic a fucking goddamn advertisement.
I'm
it's
not.
All right. I don't want people who see this shit from other parts of the world to be like, I'm gonna go to Sonic. No. If you come here, the last place you want to go is a fucking fast food place.
And Jared is right.
We have way better food than that.
We
as much shit as they talk around the world about the American food being ass. You go to restaurants, you will get fucking some of the best food you've ever had.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Man, dude.
See, there you go. You got Bozelli's right. Although Bozelli's is pretty expensive right now, and I have not had that shit.
I'm glad you brought that up, Jared. So about a week ago, and we may have talked about this a little bit last week. I can't remember because we were highly inebriated, and it was a great time, which is always a good time. And they did the whole fast food here in the States. They did for a whole week or for a certain number of days, they were selling burgers for a penny. Like for like 1 penny. It was Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, like, you know,
the places I don't eat.
Yeah, the big fast food chains around here. And I was thinking, you know what? You know, who doesn't like a good burger? I like a real good burger from like a real good place. If you got to eat a fast food burger, okay, sure.
Don't.
No, but yeah, well,
if you got to eat a fast food burger, you're either poor or you shouldn't eat it.
And yeah, Jared's right. No, Jared's very right. I mean, we just eat it and go on with our day, and all we know is we just ate injections of. I don't eat that shit.
You said you had a penny fucking burger. You were saying it like you were proud of that shit.
No, I'm saying that I'm going to your point. Is that there were penny burgers going on, and I'm like, I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Olive Garden is okay. It's like basically fake Italian. It's
like cafeteria Italian.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an equivalent to something he would know. Y'all have Chipotle in over there? I think it's an American company.
I think so too. No, but what I was saying is that, excuse me, with Bozelli's, I haven't had Bozelli's in a while either. And
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
can tell you why.
yeah. And so I decided one day everybody's getting these penny burgers at work for Burger King or Wendy's or whatever. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. And then obviously with the internet, they were like, they recalled 800,000 pounds of beef. Don't eat the meat. Yeah. So there was like a whole, and that's another reason. I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't need it today. So I did go down to the Bozelli's, and I got my usual, my typical sub, and it was like $1.50 more than I normally pay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I was just like,
and then I ordered DoorDash, and I'm like, bruh, this joint is, and I'll even set it. I do this every time I use DoorDash now. I'll set the cart up, and I'll go to the point where when I see what it costs, the final cost.
Yeah.
And a lot of times lately, it's been over $30.
Yeah, and it's
like,
awful.
What the fuck are y'all talking about right now?
It's terrible, dude. So my mom and my sister, before I got home the other night, they said, hey, we're ordering such and such, and they've been very good about not ordering through DoorDash because it's an expense, man. It really is.
It's very expensive now.
And they've been really good about it because they do it, obviously, I don't think I've really ever done it unless I said, hey, can you get me
I do it
this?
all the time just because I don't... It's difficult for me to get around. I mean, I could probably just go walk across the street. But,
but it's okay. We all do. The bottom line is we all do it.
Okay, so yeah, Olive Garden is kind of like Taco Bell, but for for Italian food. Well, yeah, no, Taco Bell is for Mexican food.
Olive
Garden is for Italian food.
Yeah, it's not,
but it's a little better than Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, no, in terms of just the whole quality and atmosphere, yes, it's I would say.
Oh no, you're talking about Chipotle. No. I thought you were talking about Olive Garden. Taco Bell is way worse than Chipotle. Chipotle, they have like farm raised everything, and
the quality of their food is
responsibly sourced food and all that. Taco Bell is ass. Taco Bell is the bottom of the barrel. I don't even think the beef half the time is actually beef.
Yeah, it is. It is like statistically, like in American terms, it is like the bottom of the food chain.
Bottom tier.
Like in terms of the meat, all that. And it's funny.
D tier, basically.
I am not. I have never been a Taco Bell guy. Never have.
I used to. Well, okay,
a chicken quesadilla.
Let's
or
put
something.
it this way.
All right.
When I was growing up, this is how old I am. Taco Bell was the new thing. And when I was growing up, them tacos was banging.
Yeah, and I believe you. I 100% believe you.
But
I do.
And we would make tacos at home, and it would be comparable to the tacos you got from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Not now. Now it's just everything is mush and
gross. It's terrible, and we're not. I'm not even saying we're not once in like knock someplace, but like statistically, like legitimately, Taco Bell is probably one of the worst, if not the worst, fast food place you can eat because of the quality of the food there is.
Yeah, but
people
cheap.
go. Yeah, but it's cheap. And people just go for it. Sean, shout out to him, is a huge fan of the volcanic menu, which I don't know what it consists of because I don't go there.
He don't know either. That's why. Never mind.
Yeah,
he's not here to defend himself.
And that's fine when you show up to Mad Scientist Lab Court. But it's okay.
Yeah, you still didn't do your sentencing.
Well, I got a lot of things going on tomorrow, and
okay, get back.
But anyway, it is. If you were to think of the healthiest fast food place in America, I mean, you'd be juggling balls around.
Probably be Chipotle.
It's very, very possible that's the right answer. You're almost probably correct. When it comes to just big names, like nothing that some people know of, I mean the names that you know.
Any of the names you know, or even if you don't know, like you named off Jack in the Box, Sonic, Checkers, McDonald's, obviously.
Well, that's just the most popular one.
No, I'm just naming stuff that people would know, but like none of them are good or good for you. Like I barely eat. The closest I get to fast food is Chipotle,
and I think that's fair.
That's borderline fast food. It's only because like you're going in there and but they still, the way they prepare everything, or at least the way they advertise it, they prepare everything is way better than all these. Now, in the future, it may turn out to be, because again, Chipotle is fairly new. It may turn out to be some wild shit going on. Or like Subway. Subway, they used to have fresh fucking bread, real bread. You'd go in there, oh, it smells like bread.
Yeah, like a fucking bakery.
And now you go in there, they even said, I think they abolished it or banned it in Ireland or some shit because the high sugar content in it. So it's like, because they don't consider something with that much sugar content to be considered food, so they banned it in Ireland.
I kind of like that to a degree, or I should say I understand that.
The most unhealthy fast food franchise?
I mean, that's all of them, man.
It's pretty much all of them. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. Although, I don't know, man. They're all bad for you.
Five Guys. Well,
Five Guys.
Five Guys is like maybe like I wouldn't say the gourmet of fast food, but
no,
not the gourmet, but it's
the gourmet. Well, it's the fast food. It's the gourmet fast food of burgers.
Yeah, so
because you got a lot of specialty burger spots up now, which I don't know. And we're kind of biased on Five Guys because it started here.
Yeah.
Like specifically in this area, and now it's worldwide. I mean, I don't know if it's worldwide. I know it's nationwide.
And good for those guys, because.
But the worst ones are definitely the big, I guess, for lack of a better word, the big three.
Yeah.
Or big four. McDonald's, and they all try to do healthy shit. I don't think Burger King's really try to do healthy shit.
I've never been a Burger King guy, man.
I used to love their burgers.
No, and I did for maybe a small portion of time, but
and the chicken sandwich.
Okay, well, I will say they're that's pretty good too.
And then Taco Bell / KFC. You know the reason they became together as one?
No, actually, I would like to know now that you say that.
Because, okay, I'm probably gonna fuck the way the story is up, but. Basically, it has something to do with Pepsi. Pepsi owns them both. And I guess because they were losing money, that's what it was. They ended up owning both of them. But because they were losing money, basically to Coke, they were like, well, fuck this. We need to save money, so we're going to consolidate all these restaurants into one. So you can have KFC and
Taco Bell
out in one place, and we can shut down all these other places that we're not using. So that's where that came from.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but in terms of I guess a business strategist mindset, it's like, oh hey, like let's make it more.
Well, no, I mean if you're okay, you made it seem way less fun than it actually was.
Well. No, you're right. I was just reiterating, or what I thought was reiterating. That's all. Excuse me.
Woo. Capsalon. These are places to try in the Netherlands. Capsalon.
What kind of food do they have there?
Hold on, I think these are fast food places.
Okay.
That's a meal consisting of fries, molten cheese. He said molten cheese.
Molten cheese. So is it coming out of
we call that melted cheese.
Molten cheese. Well,
kebab. Oh, that sounds good. Molten cheese, kebab, lettuce, tomatoes, and garlic sauce. That
sounds really good, actually.
Sounds like similar to what we have here. I don't.
That almost sounds like a Chipotle kind of style.
No. Kind of like Arabic food, or
like halal.
Yeah,
you know, like,
halal is the way.
The way it's prepared. But like, there's a very popular place around here called Halal Guys. It's delicious. I'm a big fan of it.
Okay, you're.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, I like their food.
Oh, y'all. Wait. Who's saying what here? Okay, hold on.
Well, here, let me pull my phone up so I can help you.
No, that was Londa's. Okay, that was okay. So that sounds good. But the kebab, lettuce, tomatoes. That sounds like kind of like Moby Dick's.
That's good. That's the right example.
Yeah, but you can get better places like mom and pop places around here to have better better than Moby Dick's though. And then Epic said Pizza Hut used to be great. Now it's
Pizza Hut was like the mecca, dude.
yeah.
It really was. Around here before, I wouldn't say before.
Oh,
Domino-
he's saying Pizza Hut and all of them are in the same building, just down the road here. But I don't think we have that so much here. Pizza Hut's kind of dying off here.
I mean, you'd
I'm
be
losing
hard.
my fucking voice.
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that says, "Hey, let's order Pizza Hut." You're either going to get the two big ones. You're going to get either, "Hey, let's get Domino's," or "Let's get Papa John's," or if you're like me and Jared, "Hey, let's go Bozelli's," or "Let's go to Johnny's," or "Let's go to some place that deserves our money," so to speak.
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say deserves our money, but that
Don't be naming places and saying where they deserve my money. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what I was kind of reading.
I just told you I wasn't going to a certain place just because they fucking raise their prices. And I get it. Inflation is fucking crazy right now, but
it's fucking dumb.
It's wild, bro. I'm not. I can order something closer to my house. It may not be as good. Well, at least their pizza's just as good. But I can order shit closer to my house for pretty much half the money that I could from.
Oh man, that's crazy. Half, like if you say like $5-6, it's one thing, but if you're talking about half, dude, that's a big.
That's $5-6 is a lot.
I know.
Because the crazy part. Here's the crazy part about DoorDash, bro. I'm actually working on it a bit.
Oh, and I want to get into something after
between
you give your point
between DoorDash and porn addiction.
Oh, I like this because I like
it's like
DoorDash.
It's like the same thing. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm still working it out. It's gonna take a while. But why the fuck do I have to tip the driver if I'm paying service fees to DoorDash? Why can't DoorDash figure that shit out?
So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. That's a very good question. That's a very common question. And when I worked in pizza, not only did, tipping is very part ingrained in culture when it comes to delivery service.
Tipping is an American culture.
Yes.
You go anywhere else in the world, most places they will get, in Japan, they get mad at you if you fucking tip. That's because it's expected that the service is already top notch. So if you tip me, you're fucking disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, in the UK, it's not a thing. That's here. That's fucking bullshit. And I actually had this discussion on a Twitch chat this past week. Not to get onto a different subject.
No, you're good, dude. Don't worry.
I just had gotten to this discussion and it clicked in my mind what happened. Because you know how like servers here, they get paid like, and they go state by state.
Yeah.
But it's like $2
yeah, they get
the
very bare minimum, like the bare minimum.
And then they get their tips. And then when they get their tips at the end of the year, they got to pay taxes on those tips.
Yeah.
They don't get taxed on the money they get paid. But guess what? Neither does the business. The business is cutting. So what's happening is the businesses are pushing the buck down to the employee to cover their shit.
Yeah, no, that's 100% correct.
That shit, to me, is wild.
This is America, folks.
And then there you go, but you about to fucking scream America.
No.
Like,
dude, just because I do that, I don't agree with all of it.
Same thing here.
Yeah.
And like, that's why it pisses me off when I hear people from like the UK talk shit about America, like this, that, and like, it's like, yeah, we are proud of being Americans, but the smart ones know like this shit is still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Very
much so.
But if you don't fucking stand for your that's crazy if you don't fucking stand for your own country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's actually it's unethical, it's unpatriotic.
Okay, we're not going to it's not unethical. It's a matter of opinion. That's not ethics.
Ethical. No, I know. I hear you. I got you.
But anyway, what were you saying?
No,
I'm off my soapbox.
No, and I'm glad that you went there because I'm happy, dude, and I'm happy you went there. No, but going back to the whole DoorDash thing, so I guess back to the original conversation, my mom and sister, they ordered something the other night, right? And they got everything they ordered except for one key, like, condiment that goes with whatever my mom ordered. I can't remember what it was.
You can put that in the thing, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So she ordered this. She paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
It did not come with the food. And my mom was, she was like, hey, I'm a little annoyed, but whatever. She was like, we got our money back. And then it just kind of clicked in my head. I said, hey, does the, and I didn't think about it. I said, hey, did that delivery driver that brought it to you? I said, do they take his tip away? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, then there you go.
It's technically not on him. If they, yeah.
It is.
And no.
Is.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me explain.
Well, I can't. Well, okay, I agree.
Because, agree to what? You don't even know what I'm saying.
I was thinking a mile a minute. Go ahead, please.
So, when you get a DoorDash, the people, they prepare the shit and they seal it up. Because if you don't seal it up, then there's a chance that whoever's driving that could be an unethical person. This is where you should use unethical.
Yeah.
An unethical person could go in there and do something to the food or take some shit out or whatever. So that's why they put the stickers on there and all that. So the yes and no to what you're saying, but mostly no. Only because the people who are preparing the food should make sure everything is in there, not the driver. That's the driver's the only job is to pick it up and take it to the place.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of backtracking a little bit as somebody who worked in food for as long as I did. But I think sometimes, and you're right, but I also feel it's the driver's responsibility to 100% of the degree to just double check everything to make sure they have it.
I get what you're saying, but I just told you, I said yes and no, but more no because it's on the establishment to make sure their shit is correct.
You're right, Jared.
I know I am.
You're right.
Because if my shit's sealed up, I go to the place, or I'm the driver.
Yeah.
I get a fucking order on my phone. I go to pick it up. The people put it down, or they put it on the shelf because they had other orders, not just mine. They put it on the shelf, just like I'm assuming COVID times. They look on the receipt to see if everything is on the receipt. Okay, because the bag's sealed or the box is sealed or whatever is sealed. So I can't go in there and check. All I can do is see is everything on the receipt that this person ordered. All right, it says it's on the receipt. The bag's sealed, good to go. Let's go. Drop it off. Put it at the person's door or hand it to them. The person gets it. None of the shit's in there. The person looks on the receipt. Everything says is that it's supposed to be there. I paid for it as the consumer now. I paid for it. It says it's on the receipt. It's not in my bag.
Yeah.
That's not on the driver. That's on the establishment.
Yeah, and no, you're right. But I think just because I worked in it so long, I have seen. Hold on, and I'm not going to say that what you're saying is wrong. It's not. It's not.
I just explained exactly the process. Though.
I know, and I know the process more than anybody else. Like I know, but I feel like I've seen. It's like God forbid I forgot to put cheesy bread in the oven or a pizza or some wings. Yeah, you're right. 100%. 90% of the time, or even 95% of the time, it is going to be on the establishment. But I have also been in that field long enough, or was in it long enough to know.
You're in the field as a person who works at the establishment and is also a driver, not as separate things. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That DoorDash driver doesn't know anything about your industry.
Yeah, I know that. That's my point. Well, I wouldn't say that's my point, but I've just seen people who are in a rush, they don't double check things, and they take them, and those things are already there. Now, granted, you're right. Now, if it's my job to prepare for you to take it and you're a complete third party, that I understand. But I have seen people just swipe shit up like they're just trying to make their tip, okay, and they don't give a shit about anything else.
Okay, and again, I will go back to my original thing. I said, yeah, you're right, but more wrong than right. Because, like you said, 95% of it is on the establishment. Now, if you do come up, that's why they do have that on DoorDash. And people take advantage of that. The consumer takes advantage of that a lot of times. They'll be like, oh, I didn't get any of my items, or I didn't get 3 of my items, when they did, and they just get their money back. And then they'll just use it for a credit for some other
that
shit
shit is such a scam.
Well, yeah,
dude.
but so
I hate it.
I think you're being one sided when you're saying, oh no, it's on the driver. No, it's not on the driver. You got shitty fucking employees, you got shitty drivers, and you got shitty people or shitty consumers. So like, there's no one place where the fault is. Just because, like, I feel like just because you worked in the industry, I feel like you're putting it all on the driver.
No, I'm not, dude. I've forgotten to make something before, but I think what I was just trying to get at is that I've seen time and time again, like, you know, fully prepared things, and somebody's in such a rush to just get out the door that they don't take the time to look things over. That's really what I was getting at, and then it hinders the experience overall. It's like, and then the driver comes back, oh, you didn't make it. Hey, it's right here. You didn't take it. It just creates this whole animosity. But you're right. You're right. 95% of the time, it is going to be on the establishment.
I think it could be anybody. I guarantee you, there's less of it on the driver than it is the establishment, or
when it comes to DoorDash,
or the consumer. So that's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fucking pizza delivery. Like, we've beat this fucking horse dead like 1,000 times. We get it. My point is, when it comes to DoorDash, usually it's on the people who make it, because it's supposed to be sealed anyway.
Yeah, no, and they get that.
And I know you want to defend your fucking people at your fucking restaurant and shit, but like, hey.
No, I was just throwing them under the bus. Like, I'll defend them all day.
I don't know.
I'll defend them any day. But sometimes, you know, if the shoe fits, But that's a story for another time, folks. And when I say for another time, I mean a time like 6:30 p.m. time. Live.
7 days from now.
7 days from now, 6:30 p.m. live here on Twitch. You can watch the Mad Scientist Live podcast. Yes, the best podcast in the world, North America, and you heard it here first, folks. Soon to be Cuba. You know this. It's not hard to.
How many times did you watch that fucking promo?
Just a couple. Just because I wanted to.
Now
see
you added. Now you've added. You know this.
Yeah, because I was like, I did that well because I just kind of made it up as I was standing in your apartment. But that's kind of what I do. But regardless of anything, this and that, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. You can catch us Monday on YouTube for the visual, and every single Saturday until the end of time, live on Twitch around 6:30 p.m.
You said that already.
Well, I'm just reiterating.
Also, episode 200 audio will be up on Monday. Well, actually, it'll probably be up Sunday. But the audio, the way the account was working, and a whole bunch of other shit. But anyway, we didn't have enough storage. It'll come up. It'll go up. Probably tomorrow, and then the regular audio for this show will be on Monday anyway.
All right.
But anyway, 200 audio if you still want to listen to it.
And you should definitely check it out if you haven't.
It's also on YouTube if anybody didn't see it. The Mad Scientist Lab on YouTube. Pretty good. And most of y'all were here. You saw what happened.
Yeah, and it was, dude, I want to, before we end the show, I first and foremost want to say thank you, Jared. I had a great birthday last week. Thanks for taking me out. And
I was fucked up.
Yeah, I was too. Let me tell you, when I said it took me till about 6 o'clock the following day to even remotely feel normal.
Good thing you sent me the description, because I would have never got it.
Oh, dude, I got up. Right.
All right. Well, let's discuss later.
Yeah, we'll discuss it later. But thank you for a memorable birthday. Not only celebrating, I guess, a milestone birthday in 35. Yeah, I'm old. And our 200th episode. Just can't thank everybody enough for who came out, who showed support, who showed love, and continues to do so. That's why we do it. So thank you for that.
Get your merch down at the bottom if you're on Twitch right now. The link will also be actually I haven't put the link in the YouTube description, but I'll do that this week. Londa, before we go, he said, imagine a reboot of Top Boy with RJ as Sully and Sean as Dushane. What the fuck? Nah, bro. First of all, these two, it would be a comedy. No. Sully's my dude. Like, no.
If it disrupts,
he's never even seen it. So
yeah, if it disrupts Jared's,
first of all, you've never seen Top Boy, so shut up.
Doesn't matter. But you know what does matter, folks?
If anybody's Dushane, I'll be Dushane. But I think he kind of went out like a bitch. Sully's still the man. That's all I got to say about that.
It is what it is. And with that being said, folks, thank you for listening to episode 201. Woo! 201 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And thank you guys for joining us for another excellent episode of the Mad Scientist Lab. So we will see you guys next week, Saturday, live around 6:30.
He said it already. All right, y'all. Peace.
I'm going to go now. We're going to go. Bye.
I don't even know how to go yet. Fuck. What the fuck?
I'm taking my headphones
So
off.
hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.